Okay, I want to make this video concerning the biggest argument that I got on my last video. My last video was why gamble. Now the biggest argument I got on why gamble is you yourself are making a gamble. That there are so many other religions out there, yada yada yada. Now, people ask for evidence of why I believe what I believe. I have personal evidence. Christianity is the best way to explain the things that I have personally encountered and felt and seen and heard. Now, I'm not going to say that Christianity is right because it's the largest. We obviously know it's roughly a third of the world's population. So I am going to somewhat talk about other religions. Now, I'm going to talk about religions that are at least semi-large, because I don't believe that an all-powerful, all-knowing God would not reveal himself to a large portion of people. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start off with is normally considered to be the second biggest religion in the world, which is Islam. Now, I will do two things. One, I will explain why I don't believe Islam is the correct religion. Okay, other than the fact that we both believe in essentially the same God, is what they say. They throw out the entire Old Testament and New Testament. They say that all these authors, many authors, were completely wrong. That Muhammad is more divinely inspired than all these, which all the authors of the Old Testament and the New Testament were considered to be divinely inspired by Jews and by, well, Jews believe that the Old Testament was divinely inspired, but not the New Testament, but by Christians at least. So to say that to throw out thousands of years of history and say that, well, God just, he made a mistake in the writing, and he kind of messed it up. That would go against an all-perfect God. So that's one reason I don't believe in Islam. Another would be they believe that Jesus was born of a virgin, that he lived a sinless life, and that he is going to come back. They do not, however, believe that he's the Son of God. If someone lives a sinless life, is born of a virgin, and never died, they don't believe that he was crucified. They believe that he was taken up to heaven. Normally, that would indicate something extremely out of the ordinary. So, my only definition of that is the Son of God, because I don't know anyone who could live a sinless life other than the Son of God. Okay, so that's my reason for not believing in Islam. That's a short version of my not believing in Islam, which, as far as I can tell, now this isn't an absolute statement, but as far as I can tell, is the only, at least semi-large, religion that has the possibility of an eternal hell, other than Christianity. Now, Islam, there are a lot of Muslims, or a decent amount of Muslims, who do not believe that hell is eternal. In fact, I read an Islam that said, there is good reason to believe that hell is not eternal, but serves as a basis for spiritual rectification. So, that's my take on Muslim. Now, you get into a lot of other things. Hinduism, which is the first written down religion. Now, there could have been oral traditions that were being passed along at the same exact time. We don't know. But Hinduism, they believe in a heaven or hell of people's own making between incarnations. Now, Hinduism has about 1 billion people. Buddhism, there is no eternal hell or heaven, but a place called Nirvana. If you do follow the Eightfold Path, there's also a lot of Buddhists that believe hell is a state of mind, and when the negative karma has been used up, you are reborn in another realm. Now, Wiccans believe a soul may face retribution for bad deeds in the next life. That's all they believe. Zoroastrianism, I probably am not even saying that correctly. Sorry if I didn't. They have about 2.6 million is the current estimate. Or, well, there's one estimate that says 2.6 million, somewhere between 2 to 2.6 million. There's also estimates that say 120,000 to 150,000. So that's controversial. But anyways, it's considered to be one of the oldest religions, no matter what. It is considered one of the worst hells. Punishment is based on the bad deeds you commit during your life. However, everyone eventually leaves Zoroastrian hell and joins Ahura Mazda, which is God. Baha'i believes heaven is a closeness to God and hell is a remoteness to God. There's currently about 7 billion people, or 7 million people believing in the Baha'i faith. And Judaism is normally seen as a temporary hell for most evildoers, but the worst of the worst do stay in hell. So, this video is just to show that me making a gamble actually is not much of a gamble. I am actually making the best gamble on the given facts that I have. Now you can say that, God obviously would not let you into heaven if you were, false in your beliefs, if you didn't really believe that. And that's true. I don't think that he would either. But I truly believe that the Judeo-Christian God is the real God. So that was just to answer the religion part. I'm going to try to answer maybe more parts of it in later videos. But if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, feel free to make a response or to comment in the box below. And rate the video if you get bored. Not atheist, you guys rate bad. Just kidding, atheist. Actually, I like you guys. You guys are cool. Well, not you, but you're cool. And you. You're alright. You gotta go, though.